Well, greetings and salutations. This is Rick. I do hope everyone's having a great day. I haven't made a video in quite a while, have I? It's been about 2 months, I think. And that's mostly because it's been Rick World has been a very dull place, to be honest. Not a lot's been going on, and I'm sort of reluctant to make a video if I've got nothing to sort of make a video about. I can't really justify just sitting here thinking, what shall I talk about? That doesn't kind of resonate well with me. I feel like I'm wasting sort of my time and everybody's time. But yeah, so like I say, life's been pretty dull. I haven't been up to much at all. Having a few slight agoraphobic issues actually at the moment, which makes it difficult for me to get outside. So I tend to sort of stay indoors. But what I have been doing is I've been keeping myself busy by getting the house up together, getting the house up to scratch, because it hasn't been decorated in like some of the rooms haven't been decorated in decades. So I decided that I was going to get stuck in. Yeah, I think you've already seen the kitchen and the living room. But I've been concentrating on my I'm not very domesticated. I've been concentrating on trying to get the curtains and everything right. I've got these net curtains in the living room. If I just turn this around, you can see that's my living room. And if you look at the net curtains there, they're missing. They're actually missing curtains at the moment, basically because I nicked the curtains that were in here to put in the bedroom upstairs. So I've just got some new curtains here, which I'm about to unwrap and prepare to put up. This is about the third lot of curtains I bought from these guys. Just basically off the shelf, pencil pleat curtains, nothing to flash about them. Let's see what they're like. Like I say, these are identical to the ones I got in the bedroom upstairs. So they're just a basic design. You've got some thingy backs, tie backs with them. They're curtains. What more can I say? Got these little pencil pleat things. I just have to pull these tight. There we go, so I can get a knot in them to stop them flying off. And that's what gathers them up, I think, and does the pencil pleat thing. Right, so I'm going to go off and do that. And I'll get back to you in a second. There we go. That's one done. There you go, look how simply it is done. He says, so that's the right curtain. I'm going to just put that over here for now. And then I've got to do the left. And then once I've done this, that'll be it. That's my, that's all most of my decorating done now. I've got, like I said, I've done every room in the house downstairs apart from the conservatory. I'll have a stab at that in the summer. And I've done my room, done the guest room. I've just got the little box room at the top of the stairs, which I sort of is like a makeshift office at the moment. But that's desperately needing decorating. But I'm all decorated out at the moment. But yeah, sort of aiming towards this whole minimalistic existence. And I'm kind of the clearer that my rooms are, the more the lighter I feel. I don't know if that makes any sense, but there we go. Yeah, kind of going minimalist is a really good move, I think, and I've felt a lot less burdened by clutter after I got rid of stuff in the rooms. Anyway, there we go. Right, so that's another. Let's just get these ruffles sorted. Not that they're that ruffly. It's been strange not having the allotment. I haven't been down to the allotment since I handed the key back, but I think at some point I will go and take a look and just see what's what. I know I sold both sheds. I had two people. Or two different people buy the two different sheds, so it'd be interesting. I think John, my next door neighbour, next door neighbour at the allotment, he got the shed, the big shed. And I just got him. He said, "How much you want for it?" I just said, "Look, just make a donation to my charity, and which is the Starlight Foundation, and just take it." So hopefully, he's taken that now. And when I take a drive by there at some point in the near future, he's going to have this shed in his on his plot, and it's going to look good. So I know waffling on here. I have no idea how much of this I'm going to publish, if any of it. I just, not really talking about anything. There's me saying it's not ideal just making a video for the sake of making it, and here I am making a video not really talking about anything. So makes me a bit of a hypocrite, doesn't it? This is where I'm at the moment regarding the whole sort of inspiration thing. I haven't had any inspiration come to me for a while. Normally the way life works for me is I'll just be ticking along doing whatever I do, and then all of a sudden I get this idea pop into my head, and I'll think, oh, that's a really good idea, and I kind of look into it and get kind of fired up about it, and then quite often that'll lead into a project where I sort of get stuck into sort of doing something really cool and interesting. But unfortunately, those little sparks of inspiration just haven't been coming to me over the last, to be honest, over the last year or so. I really haven't had those little sparks of ideas and inspiration to sort of get on and do stuff. And so that's why life's been a little bit dull, to be honest. I've just been ticking along. Obviously, sort of doing my work because I work from home, and sort of doing my work where I need to do it. And to be honest, I'm doing that wasteful thing where I'm just kind of vegging out in front of the TV in the evenings and stuff where I really shouldn't be. And I do beat myself up about it a little bit, but at the moment I just can't think of any alternatives that I'm inspired to actually get stuck into doing. There's plenty of things I could be getting on with, but I just don't feel like doing them. And there's nothing worse than trying to force something. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering I don't know if you can hear that strange sound. It sounds like a cow mooing in the distance. That's my fridge. I had a new fridge freezer a number of months ago, and it makes some really weird noises. It's quite fun. It's quite loud. It's a Bosch one as well. I thought it would be but sort of, I'll say better built. I mean, it's perfectly adequate. Does what it says on the tin, but it's just the weird noises that it makes. It's just quite funny sometimes. In fact, the illustrations when the fridge arrived, the little universal manual, it actually showed pictures of little flies flying around and like a cow mooing. Little sort of universal symbols, and it was basically representing it does make sound like this, don't worry about it, it's normal, which I thought was quite funny. So Bosch is German, isn't it? Your fridge will sound like a cow, but do not worry. Right, let's put these curtains up. Do you want to watch me put the curtains up? Is your day that dull that you want to watch Rick put curtains up? Okay, let's have a go. So left one first, but I'm going to put it on from the right rail. I'm going to put them both on from the right rail. So, let's see. Yeah, that's ready to go. So, let's just go for it. There we go. That's one curtain. No, that's got some marks on it. Oh, they're so slight, I'm not that worried. Okay, so, let's put the end cap on here. That's it. One, oops. What was that? Oh, speaker. Oops. One curtain. And it draws a little bit over halfway. That's fine. Still on the floor though, but with the tie. Let's get the cable tie. the curtain. Yeah, tie. It should be just fine. There we go. Let's make it all sort of decorative. There we go. How's that? That's all right. That'll do. And we'll put this one on. So that goes on that way round. Now, as far as net curtains go, I'll show you upstairs as well. I'll show you the rooms I've decorated. But I've always sort of been led to believe that when you've got recessed windows like these, you put the nets inside the recess, and that's the way we've always done them for years. But to be honest, they've always looked a little bit on the naff side by being sort of small and in the recess. I mean, the thing is, I do like nets. I know some people say nets are very old-fashioned, but I do like net curtains, basically because we're quite overlooked from all directions. We've got houses sort of all around, and we're sort of overlooked. And obviously, if I'm walking around in my underwear, I don't want to traumatise my neighbours. So I thought nets are pretty much a good idea. But like I say, in the past, they've always been set into the recess of the window, and I've always sort of thought they looked a bit naff. They do make the room bigger when you set the nets back into the recess. They don't come out into the room so much, to make the room smaller. But then when you decorate your room in kind of white or ivory, which I've done, it kind of opens the room up anyway and makes the room feel bigger than it is. So I thought by having the nets sort of big long nets sort of draped in across the front of the window, it just kind of looked a bit better, and I think it's quite effective. I'm pretty sure it's not the way nets are supposed to be done, but so I think of it as like a way of doing it I've invented myself, but I'm sure I haven't. I'm sure other people do it, but this way done. Right, so this one draws just over halfway as well, and then we put the tie on. There you go. That'll do. I might have a little tidy up of that later on. But yeah, the thinking is, instead of, because in the old days we used to put the curtains just over the edge of the window, and the curtains would end here and you'd end up with these empty bits of wall. But what I've sort of figured might be better is to have the curtains over the blank bit of wall, because it kind of gives the impression the window's bigger than it is, if that makes any sense. So let's have a look. What does that look like? That's all right. That'll do. I'm happy with that. He says, going back to adjust it. Let's just ruffle that up. Oh, I am getting domesticated in my old age, aren't I? Come on, I'll show you the rooms that I've decorated. In fact, I'll take the camera off there. There we go. And what I'll do is, let's say, it's in the living room. I've also decorated the hall, stairs and landing. We've got ourselves a new hall mirror as well, which is quite nice. And went for a new table. Went for everything white, so we've got white floors everywhere, and a light coloured stair, and a new handrail which is chrome, and looks quite good. So let's go up to here. Now you may remember. Oh, here, I'll show you this. This used to be a kind of a horrible salmon orangey colour, and now it's just white everywhere, and I'm quite happy with it. Now you may remember that room that I had that was all clad out in wood. Well, I've changed it, and you still might see or recognise the shape of where the lights are. But again, same carpet, got new carpet fitted in, and basically, it's just got a little guest room. So, and again, done the same with the curtains. The window's only that big, goes from there to there, and in the old days the curtains would literally end here, but by draping the net curtains and actually having the actual curtains go right out to the side, it gives the impression the window's a lot bigger than it is, and personally I quite like that. So we got the lighting going all the way around, and I'm quite happy with this. Again, ivory white. And I've actually got some guests coming on Thursday that are going to stay in here. Then we've got my room. Same again. I've literally decorated all this. Haven't changed the carpet in my room because it was okay. It didn't really justify changing it. But it's a really basic, simple room. Bed, and again, got the same with the curtains, where the curtains are bigger than the window. Just kind of make the window look bigger. So I've got a really big mirror. Ooh. So there we go. Let's put you back on the tripod. So I'm running out of things to decorate now, and so I need to find myself other things to do. But yeah, apart from that, that's Rickweld at the moment. Not a huge amount happening, just ticking along. You know, obviously got the winter now, so you got the dark nights coming in and the cold weather and everything. So I'm much less inspired to sort of go out and do camping and things like that. Anyway, I'm waffling now and I'm gasping for a cup of tea, so I'm going to go off and make one. And so this is just probably quite a long catch-up video. Might have been short, I'm not sure. Depends how much I've edited out. But that's just a catch-up from Rickweld. I'm sure I'll be making more videos at some point in the future. Obviously today I was inspired to pick up the camera and just kind of make a video, so hopefully that'll happen again, and at some point I'll pick up a camera and make a video. So until then, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video, hopefully soon. Take care.